Welcome to Folklore Frames. Today, join Finn, a kind-hearted leprechaun, and the Smurfs on an epic quest to save their village from a terrible spell. With courage, teamwork, and a little magic, they'll face lions, dragons, and mazes to bring back hope. Get ready for a tale full of excitement and wonder. Let the adventure begin. Once upon a time, in the heart of an enchanted forest, lived a small, kind-hearted leprechaun named Finn. With his twinkling green eyes and a hat that was slightly too big for him, Finn was known far and wide for his caring nature. One bright morning, while picking four-leaf clovers to spread good luck, Finn heard a faint sound coming from deeper in the forest. "Help! Help!" The cry was soft but full of worry. Finn's heart skipped a beat. Without hesitation, he followed the voice until he found a group of Smurfs huddled together near a giant mushroom. Papa Smurf, looking a bit worried, stepped forward.
"Oh, Finn, we're so glad you're here. Gargamel has cast a spell over our village, and we need your help to break it. All of Smurf's homes have been frozen in time."
Finn knelt down to their height, his heart swelling with compassion.
"Don't worry, little friends. I'll help you in any way I can."
Papa Smurf explained that to break Gargamel's spell, they needed to gather magical items from various creatures in the enchanted forest. The first item was a golden hair from Leo the Great, a giant talking lion who lived in the shimmering plains. With the Smurfs following Finn, they made their way to the plains. Soon, they spotted the magnificent Leo basking in the sunlight, his mane shimmering like gold. Despite his intimidating size, Leo was known for his wisdom and kindness.
"Leo,"
Finn called out,
"we've come to ask for your help. The Smurfs' village has been frozen by an evil spell, and we need a golden hair from your mane to break it."
The lion raised his head, his golden eyes gleaming.
"I will gladly help, young Finn, but to earn my hair, you must show me your courage."
Finn nodded determinedly.
"Tell me what I must do."
Leo roared, sending ripples through the ground.
Deep within the nearby cave sleeps the ice serpent. You must face it and retrieve a shard of its frozen tail to prove your bravery.
Without hesitation, Finn agreed, and with the Smurfs cheering him on, he ventured into the dark cave. The ice serpent was huge, its scales gleaming with frost. But Finn, small and swift, outsmarted the creature by using a simple trick. He conjured a small rainbow to reflect the serpent's icy breath back at it, causing the serpent to freeze itself for a moment. Finn quickly grabbed a shard of its icy tail and hurried back to Leo, the Smurfs trailing behind. Impressed by Finn's bravery, Leo gifted them a golden hair from his mane, and they were one step closer to breaking the spell. Next, they needed a spark of dragon fire to melt the ice around the Smurfs' village. The group set off to the smoking mountains, where Blaze, the red dragon, lived. As they approached his lair, the ground trembled with every step the dragon took. Blaze towered over them, smoke curling from his nostrils.
"Who dares disturb my rest?"
His booming voice echoed. Finn, though small, stood bravely before the dragon.
"We seek your help, Great Blaze. We need a spark of your fire to save the Smurfs' village from a terrible spell."
Blaze eyed the little leprechaun.
"I do not give my fire freely, but perhaps I could trade you for it. I have been searching for a rare, enchanted moonflower that blooms only at the peak of the misty mountain. Bring it to me, and I will give you my fire."
Finn accepted the challenge with a determined nod, knowing the journey ahead wouldn't be easy. With the Smurfs perched safely on his shoulders and tucked into the pockets of his coat, they set off toward the towering misty mountain. Its peak was hidden among swirling clouds, and the path ahead looked rugged and treacherous. As they began their ascent, the wind howled, whipping around them with fierce gusts, making every step a battle. The ground was uneven, covered in jagged rocks and slick with moss. Finn placed each step carefully, but the little Smurfs were worried, clinging tightly to each other. As they climbed higher, the winds grew stronger, causing the trees to sway and creak ominously. Finn dug his heels into the rocky ground, trying to stay steady. But just then, a soft melodic chirping filled the air. A flock of bright green birds swooped down, Circling above Finn and the Smurfs, one bird with feathers that shimmered like sapphires flew down and chirped close to Finn's ear.
"Thank you for helping me last spring, little leprechaun," the bird said in a sweet voice. "You saved my nest from a wild storm, and now we will help you in return."
The birds flew in a graceful formation, guiding Finn along the safest parts of the trail, their keen eyes spotting hidden dangers. As the path grew steeper, Finn noticed a narrow ledge up ahead, just wide enough for his foot. But it was far too high for him to climb alone. Just as Finn wondered how they would get past this obstacle, he heard the clatter of hooves. Out of the swirling mist appeared a sturdy mountain goat, its white fur blending into the fog, but its eyes gleaming with familiarity. The goat bleated softly in greeting.
Finn, my old friend, it's been a while since you helped me find a safe pasture. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
With ease, the goat leapt onto the ledge. The goat gestured for Finn to follow, and without hesitation, Finn climbed onto its back, holding tightly to its thick fur. With incredible agility, the mountain goat bounded up the cliff, jumping from rock to rock as though it were dancing on solid ground. It took them higher and higher until finally, they reached a wide plateau just below the peak of the mountain. The air here was thinner, colder, but they had made it safely past the worst of the climb. Finn patted the goat's head gratefully.
Thank you, old friend. We couldn't have done it without you.
The goat nodded and trotted off into the mist, disappearing as quickly as it had arrived. Now, with the Smurfs cheering quietly from inside Finn's coat, they stood at the foot of the final path to the peak, where the enchanted moonflower bloomed only under the light of the full moon. As the clouds began to part and the silvery moon shone down on the mountain, the flower's petals glowed softly in the night. Finn carefully picked the moonflower and cradled it in his hands, its delicate glow lighting the path ahead. They made their way down the mountain, ready to trade it for the dragon's fiery spark. When they returned to Blaze, the dragon was pleased. He gently took the enchanted flower and blew a small, glowing ember into Finn's hands.
Here is your fire,
Blaze said.
May it burn bright for you, little leprechaun.
The final ingredient was the horn of strength from Argus, the minotaur who guarded the eternal maze. The maze was a labyrinth so complex, except Finn had a secret weapon, his lucky shamrock. With each twist and turn, Finn's lucky charm glowed faintly, leading them through the most confusing paths. Finally, they arrived at the center, where the towering figure of Argus stood, his horns gleaming in the light.
Who dares enter my maze?
Argus growled, his voice low and powerful.
It's me, Finn, and I come in peace. We need your horn to break a curse on the Smurf village.
Argus studied Finn, his eyes narrowing.
The horn of strength can only be given to those with the greatest hearts, not just the greatest bravery. Show me your kindness.
Just then, the Smurfs, who had been listening carefully, stepped forward.
Finn is the kindest soul we know. He helped us, a small and helpless village, when he didn't have to. He has shown nothing but compassion for all the creatures of the forest.
Moved by their words, Argus nodded.
Very well. You have proven yourself. He broke off a small piece of his horn and handed it to Finn. May it bring you strength when you need it most.
With the golden hair of Leo, Blaze's dragon fire, and Argus's horn of strength, Finn and the Smurfs hurried back to their frozen village. Papa Smurf quickly mixed the magical items into a glowing potion. As he poured it over the icy houses, the spell began to break. The ice cracked, revealing the Smurfs' colorful homes once more. The Smurfs cheered, celebrating their restored village. Just then, Gargamel appeared, furious that his spell had been undone.
You may have freed the village, but you won't escape me this time.
He sneered, unleashing a powerful blast of dark magic toward Finn. Calmly, Finn pulled out his magical rainbow mirror and held it high. The dark spell hit the mirror and was reflected back toward Gargamel. In a dazzling display of light, the evil wizard was trapped in a shimmering cocoon of rainbow magic, freezing him in place. Azrael fled, leaving his frozen master behind. The Smurfs, wide-eyed, emerged from hiding.
He's frozen, just like our village.
they exclaimed. Finn smiled.
Even the darkest magic can be outsmarted by a little light.
Papa Smurf praised Finn for his bravery, and the Smurfs cheered even louder, knowing their village was safe for good. From that day forward, Finn and the Smurfs remained close friends, ready for new adventures, with Gargamel's frozen figure serving as a reminder of the power of kindness and friendship.
If you liked the video, like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.